So I am now recently unemployed, fired from my job. Creating a business that has nothing to do with my job, not even the same industry, not the same business type. It's a whole nother experience. I have a baby being born in 21 days. My daughter. I don't know if she's my daughter at the time because we didn't find out. But she's going to be here in 21 days from when I got fired. I do have a little bit of money set up where I can actually create the business. That is what I was going to use to start the media company. And in my mind, I'm really tossing around just paying 2 years of my house, my mortgage, paying 2 years of the bills in advance, and using those 2 years to kind of build chaotic styles in that meantime. Now, granted, I won't have a lot of money left over once I take care of all this stuff up front. It's going to be a problem, not a problem, but it's going to be a huge deficit after I take care of the bills. But I have 2 years and get a running start of what's going on. My wife was on maternity leave at the time, 21 days for my daughter's going to be born, so she's not working. And we were having, we were walking every day and just having conversations. And it was a great time, actually. Except my daughter was a little past her due date. So we were walking to see if we can get her to, come a little early. And we went to meet her. We didn't know she was a baby girl yet, but we were ready to meet her. And we're having conversations. And I'm telling my wife about that. I'm saying, maybe I should take this money, pay it in advance. And then whatever I can do in that meantime would be perfect. We'll go ahead and make it happen. And my wife I've known for many years, before we separated. But she was saying, you've wanted to do this for a long time. You've never had the opportunity to just take 100% of time and just jump into this and make it happen. You've never had the opportunity to have the money and invest it how you need to invest it and jump into it and go from there. And we're having real good conversations. We're really trying to break down the best scenario, what to do. She's like, I'm still working, so we can kind of lean on my income in the meantime while you're trying to get things set up. And over a few weeks, we decided, okay, you know what? I will utilize that opportunity and just use the money. We'll use her income to kind of keep the bills going. She said she'll cut her maternity leave a little short and go back to work early, which is me that it wasn't really okay with, but it kind of has to happen. And I make that move, not knowing that in the future, she was going to get laid off shortly after my daughter was born. So that's going to add a few more things and a few more stress to the situation. But, we're trying to be optimistic about what's going on. Someone, I think it was a podcast I listened to, said that you can have $100 million to start a business. But if you don't know what to do with that $100 million, you're going to waste that $100 million. And it's going to be very hard for someone to give you another $100 million to start a new business because you didn't have the knowledge of what to do and what to utilize with it. And I think in business, sometimes what happens is you see the company as where you want to see it at the end point. You don't see it at the beginning. I see the company as the end goal of what it is. I have so many ideas in my head. I have music. There's films. There's clothing. There's the e-commerce portion, website development. So when you're building this company, me personally, as a failed CEO, I am trying to develop all these things at one time, not knowing that I should just focus on one particular product and go from there. Cheetos didn't come out with hot Cheetos until many decades later. Ruffles didn't have the different brands of flavors until many years later. And here I am trying to create a company and try to develop all the products in one fell swoop and not having the knowledge and the ability to focus on one thing.